good? Live?
Yeah, we're live. Just waiting for everybody to flow in, try to get the best lighting possible. Wait for the chats to break out.
No.
So here's the defense. It's a good question.
What for defensive backs?
I'll wait for everything to flow in before we start.
Let me know when we're good to go.
Yeah.
Holy shit, the price went up.
Yeah, we'll chill on it for a second. Anyway, guys, welcome. I'm sorry, guys. Fanatic Perspective, John and Steve here. What's up, man?
Following us on YouTube, dude.
Hey, man. We're about to go live right
Go
now.
ahead, I'm not gonna interrupt you.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Come say hi if you
You're
want.
very thorough.
Hey, we're about to break some stuff down if you
Go
want
ahead.
to get live. Anyway, guys, hey, what's y'all's names?
My name's Grant, man.
Grant?
I'm just one of your fucking subscribers.
Hey, I appreciate it.
1 of 5,000 this
I
week.
appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Unfortunately, we couldn't do that under the terms of a victory,
Yeah.
but, valiant effort. Opponent LSU, who I thought, in my opinion, was a better football team tonight. They led 20-7 at halftime, ended up coming out of the victory 45-38. But one of the things I just tweeted, guys, was they outloved us. They came in here. There was no defense played in the second half. Let's be real. You look at what Devin Duvernay was able to do. You look at what Chase, Jefferson, Marshall, what they were able to do in the second half. There was no defense play. This turned into a Big 12 shootout, essentially, in our backyard, and we lost. There's a myriad of reasons why we lost, starting at the cornerback position that many of us were concerned with and talked about for months. Tom Herman told us in spring, not spring, in summer ball, I'm looking for 2 starting corners, and we're still looking for 2 starting corners. When you have let's cut to the chase, train. When you have a 3rd and 17 game on the line at home, you give a touchdown? Inexcusable, in my opinion, man. I mean, just what are your thoughts, man? Chime in because
it's not only that. It's like you gave up a 3rd and 17 on a wide receiver dig route at the sticks, and you just didn't even force them out of bounds. You didn't, and you just gave up a touchdown.
you gave a touchdown. I didn't like that. Personally, there's different points in the game where you can assign blame to different people, in my opinion, in different groups. That 3rd and 17 is on Todd Orlando, and he has to own that. You cannot blitz on 3rd and 17 because, A, you saw the entire game when we left guys on the island. They got beat. They lost. Every single time I got left on the island, they lost. We can't babysit guys on our team right now in terms of coverage, whether it was safety help or not. In that 3rd and 17, I would prefer to see a shell type coverage and basically rally and tackle, because I'm not willing, if there's 8 guys playing coverage behind it, I'm not going to put the ball in an adverse situation. I'll check it down in my back. Now it becomes a tackling drill. But when you blitz because you're trying to get the ball out quickly, now you're putting people on an island. And Todd Orlando, in my opinion, in that point of the game, in that situation, he let his guys down by putting them on an island. And they got burned. And the reason why I blame Todd Orlando is because they were getting burned the whole game. So you knew what it was in that situation. It's not like they were playing good coverage the whole game, and you're like, hey, I'm a blitz because my guys are playing good coverage on the back end against the ball. They've been playing shitty coverage the whole game.
Yep.
So why put them on the island? You got to help them out, coach. Why are we blitzing on 3rd and 17? It's 3rd and 17, bro.
Yeah. No,
And I'm not trying to yell at you or coach, because Todd Orlando is a good football coach. But his emotions got the best of him. I felt like Tom Herman's emotions got the best of him And the second time he went for it on fourth and down, or fourth and goal, excuse me. Second time he went for it on fourth and goal, his emotions got the best of him. The first fourth and goal play call, because I know everybody's gonna want to get to it. Keontae Ingram, what happened? He dropped the ball. It was good execution. It was a good play call. Tom Herman had a play for the situation.
And if we punched it in, we'd have no regrets.
No regrets.
But the second time around,
You're running outside zone against LSU's speed and power. They cut off offensive linemen. They got to stop.
Basically makes it a 0-0 game.
Yeah. Kick the field goal. He didn't have a play for that. He had a play for the Keontae. I mean, overall, this was a Big 12 football game, though. LSU, and if I haven't said it yet, I said earlier, LSU I thought was the better football team. But I will say this. Hey, hook 'em, guys. I appreciate you, Grant.
I follow y'all.
Thank you. I will say this. Congratulations on the victory.
Yeah.
There were several things that I was totally wrong about. I'll own it. And we own shit on this channel, all right? Don't let nobody get it twisted. And we've had a great day tailgate. We have a couple alcoholic beverages in our system right now. So we're just talking as fans. That's because that's what we are. It's a fan first channel. And we are emotional. And it's an emotional reaction. I'm going to own that. I was wrong about some things. I didn't think that their spread was just going to come in here and it was going to work. Voila. It did. It did. But there was also some things I was right about. Right, and some things that we called on this channel in terms of.
Can we give a shout out to Joe Burrow? He was fantastic.
Joe Burrow was fantastic. Joe Burrow, my cousin texted me. He plays college football. He was like
perfect game.
He played perfect. Yeah, Joe Burrow didn't miss.
Yeah, I was extremely impressed with him, and I thought that they were similar players, but he didn't run the way that Sam Ellinger. So they were actually completely. It seemed like complete polar opposites, because the first couple quarters, Sam Ellinger was not hitting shit. And,
in the first half,
yeah.
He wasn't sharp. In the first half, Sam came out and balled and was Sam Ellinger in the second half and was tremendous. Then the first half, for his team to put up 7 points, he wasn't, but Joe Burrow balled out from opening drive all the way through. Steve Harrington no more. He's Joe Burrow, man. And I give him credit. He balled out, and this is the reason why Tom Herman recruited him at Ohio State. And LSU fans have come on this channel and talked about, hey, he was recruited for this system, and not for this system, but he played the system in high school, and he's an RPO guy and all that type of stuff. But look, at the end of the day, it still boils down to me, the personnel. When you don't even have guys that can win on the outside, with Kobe Boyce, I'm not trying to shit on any college kid. I'm not. But from a talent level perspective right now, he's not ready to play in this type of football league, in my opinion.
No.
We didn't have a chance.
Yeah, and we didn't get a stop.
Never got that one stop, because offensively, once we turned it on, all the stuff we talked about in terms of time of possession, how we churn, guys, we had a play over 50. We talk about explosive plays. Yeah, Devin Duvernay, Brennan Eagles.
Devin Duvernay, by the way, you guys found out that he's a stud. Brendan Eagles is an athlete. That one touchdown that he had, a normal person would have fallen over balance that he kept.
Absolutely.
I think Colin Johnson lost a lot of money in the NFL draft. I don't think we said it at the beginning of the season that he's not a first round draft pick.
We'll get to Colin in a second.
Yeah.
It was a disappointing night for him for a myriad of reasons. I do want to. He did. I mean, it was. We're gonna keep it all the way a buck here. Yeah. But from a Devin Duvernay standpoint, I tweeted, for those of y'all who follow us on Twitter, I tweeted, Devin Duvernay's been ready. It's just he's been waiting on Texas. And what do I mean by that? Getting him the football, scheming him into proper situations. He played as good a game from the slot as we saw Lil Jordan Humphrey ever play. Quan Cosby, Jordan Shipley. He was outstanding tonight.
He was probably the best player on offense.
Absolutely. I mean, and from a physical standpoint, there's no way. And it's, for those of you who called me out when I made the Percy Harvin comp this week, I'm serious about this. And it's not even the Percy Harvin comp, but it's just like the ability to show that he's as good a player as he is, right? From a production standpoint, he displayed that tonight. The issue is our offense and the coaching and all that, but we schemed him into this tonight beautifully.
So the thing that impressed me the most about him were the passes that we were passing behind the line of scrimmage, like the little screen passes that we had, and their safeties would actually make really good plays on the ball, but he didn't go down, and he still get 5 yards out of those. And, he's the clutch player. Whenever we were in a bind, 3rd and 11 or something like that, he was the guy we'd hit for a quick slant, something like that. And
Absolutely.
He just played fantastic.
Absolutely. Devin Duvernay, outstanding game.
Offensive line, too.
Offensive line. I thought offensive line, it's a weird kind of thing with the offensive line because overall, I think they're going to grade okay, considering who their opponent. But the goal line stuff, not getting that level of push, because it's a myriad of things. Not giving getting that level of push is frustrating. Not being able to get in the end line. But in pass pro, for most parts of the game, they were outstanding. Certain parts of the run game, they were outstanding. I saw Zach Shackelford doing the best he could with all the beef that's up front with LSU. And again, giving LSU a lot of credit. They have some spectacular athletes, as we saw tonight. LSU, real talk, has always had good wide receivers. Look at the Cleveland Browns, Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham Jr. They've just never, for whatever reason, they've never been in 2019 in terms of realizing that this is the type of offense you need to utilize. Get the athletes the ball. And clip for them now. And it's going to work with a veteran quarterback. They've always had the athletes. But it's extremely frustrating because we didn't have the athletes to counter from a corner perspective. I thought some guys on defense had some really good nights. BJ Foster, just guys that jump off the top of my head. Chris Brown again played very well. Joseph Osai getting an interception, a sack. We had 4 sacks tonight, so the pass rush was better. Brandon Jones played well.
Chris Brown.
But other guys struggled. I thought Malcolm Roach played well at times during the game. But there's also times where you're like, where are certain guys, right? Let me try to read through the comments here.
Myers.
All of us are just
LSU getting all the Texas recruits now. I don't think it's really going to hurt Texas in recruiting.
No, it's not going to hurt Texas in recruiting. No, because a lot of you guys that are LSU fans that came on the channel say we were going to get blown out. We can't match Texas's talent level. We can't match the speed level. This wasn't an issue, and let me make this very clear. This was not an issue tonight of physicality or physical talent or whatever. In my opinion, from what I saw, there were times where we had lapses in execution. There were times where we did not bow up, and there were times where our coaches let us down, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Again, 3rd and 17, you cannot call, zone blitzes and allow your guys to leave them on islands. You got to babysit some guys. Play a show, break down a tackle. Let's see what happens. Because if we get a stop there, LSU's defense, and I've given a lot of credit to LSU, as good as their defense is at all 3 levels, when we made our halftime adjustments, we were fine. Not only were we fine, but we had a lot of success.
We didn't punt once.
We didn't punt.
In the second half.
I mean, we came down. We ran our quarterback power. We ran. Sam Mellinger threw for over 400 yards. Brennan Eagles was effective. Devin Duvernay was effective. Jake Smith caught a touchdown. We had stuff going all over the place when adjustments were made. The issue, though, is on the backside not being able to get a stop. That's why I said this is a Big 12 football team. And LSU, welcome to the Big 12. That's how we play every week. At our own game, when I thought we could come in here and be physical, if you didn't know who was SEC and who was Big 12, you would think it's flipped, in my opinion.
What happened to Caden Stearns, the Wolf?
So let's talk about that.
Is he hitting the sophomore slump?
Is he hitting the sophomore slump?
Is he still hurt?
Is he healthy?
Yeah.
We don't know. I know he had 9 tackles tonight, and from a statistical standpoint, but obviously he was several plays, where you thought he would have help coverage and struggled. Caden Stearns struggled. Yeah, he did have 9 tackles tonight, but he struggled. And as well as Brandon Jones played, there were some plays where Caden Stearns didn't come through for us. I honestly thought, all things considered, and LSU fans, feel free to chime in if you're being real.
Yeah.
I thought this was a true top 10 football game between 2 top 10 teams. There's nothing to be ashamed about if you're a Texas fan, outside of the cornerback play. But there's nothing, like, we played like a top 10 football team. LSU came out and played like a top 5 football team, right?
Yep.
There's some teams in this, whether it's Michigan today, there's some teams that play today where it's like, they're not playing on the level that these 2 football teams played.
I don't see Texas dropping that far. We did lose.
We'll drop, but I agree. There'll be
was-
opportunity to come back because depending on how LSU plays the rest of the season and if they remain healthy, looks at it like, hey, close loss. Now what hurts us is we lost at home. That's tough, but if we fall to 11-13 range, I'm not upset about that.
I think it'll be 15 to 17 range. I think 7 spots.
It depends on how the outlook is.
Yeah.
But to me, the outlook on this right now is like, it was a freaking shootout.
Now,
Teams going back and forth.
with the issues that we've had currently, today with our defensive backs or our corners specifically, are you nervous going into
Big 12 play?
12 play?
Yes.
Me too.
Because you still got to deal with, you don't think Tyler Wallace, CeeDee Lamb,
Dylan Stoner,
all those guys, Haswood, Rambo, everybody we got to face.
Yeah.
Denzel Mims, everybody we got to face. Like, it's, your weakness is something that's a strength in the rest of your conference, if that makes sense. That's a legitimate concern.
It is a concern. Yeah. I was arguing with Brandon, who, by the way, kind of screwed us over because we're waiting for an Uber, and he drove down in a slingshot, which can only fit one other person, instead of being a good friend and dropping us off. I was arguing with him about that. He said, you have nothing.
That was some salt, Brandon. I know y'all got taxed today by Clemson, which we told you was.
12,
I know y'all got taxed today, but shit, brother, you couldn't leave. You gotta leave us hanging though. But anyway, shout out to Brandon. Shout out to Texas A&M for covering today.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, when you want to beat a team like this in a game like this, you got to execute at a certain level. And I told you at halftime, going into the half, you actually brought this up on one of our preview videos about Tom Herman being upset about our 2-minute drill and not executing.
Oh, good. Lights are out.
Lights are out.
Spring break.
What's going on? Is this like pitch dark right now?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can turn on lights off on us.
James Brooks texted me.
Hold on, let's walk and talk. We have to walk and talk.
James Brooks texted me about the Brandon comment.
Brandon came down here in the slingshot and freaking left us, man.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I know the connection sucks because they turned all the lights off here. I mean, we might have to go live a little bit later. We'll try to walk to a well-lit spot. I don't know. Let's read some of the comments. No, credit to LSU, man. Credit to LSU. They beat us straight up. We don't make excuses here on this channel. We don't.
Like, asked, what do you just think about them planting the flag? It's like, it's kind of played out, honestly, so it doesn't bother me.
I mean,
I don't care about that.
I don't care. I care about winning, man. I care about coming in here and getting a dub. Thoughts on the cramps? Yo, Coach O told us about the cramps, though. He told us in the game. He said he was worried about the humidity, even though they're from Louisiana. He told us. He said, "Hey, playing on the turf. I can't even do my Coach O voice right now. Guys, my guys getting an opportunity to get first breath, you know what I mean? But, you know, shout out to all of them. Shout out to Coach O beating the guy who,
Hey, Ahmad's asking if we need a ride. Yeah.
yeah, we do.
Ahmad, if you want to come pick us up.
Hey,
Pick us up.
hey, actually, we do need a ride. So,
I'll even pay you, Ahmad.
yeah. Derek so somebody said Kai Williams, shout out to Kai Williams, said on LSU's freshman receiver, locking up Texas' best receiver. I've avoided the Colin Johnson stuff. Colin Johnson lost money tonight.
Yes, he did. Lost a lot of money. Lost a lot of money.
And
he got owned. He was out physical. The only time I ever saw him that way was against Oklahoma State, AJ Green, right?
AJ Green,
But
yeah.
This guy's a freshman. You need to own him.
Derek Stingley's a hell of a football player. Credit to them. We knew he was good. We shouted him out on our preview stuff. I wanted to see him tested. He was tested, and he passed the test. Period. Derek Stingley's the goods. I actually thought at times he looked better than Christian Fulton. And it's frustrating. Oh, what is this place over here? This open. Might be able to post up over here for a little bit.
I don't know. I'm trying to share my location with Ahmad so
With
he can
Ahmad?
pick us up.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, if we can ride it out and then, post up over this place is open.
No place.
Haymaker? Yeah. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. We're trying to move around a little bit.
What'd you say? I don't think we're on 7th Street.
We're not. Yeah, we're not. Yeah, Colin's. When John and I go back to Good, Bad, Ugly. Colin, corners,
I sent you over.
Keontae Ingram. Disappointing.
Okay, we're good.
Colin Johnson, I mean, if you're a first round pick, if you're a legitimate NFL prospect, NFL player, you saw how those LSU boys balled out. Oh, yo, shout out to Rashawn Johnson, man. It is, I'm talking about Keontae Ingram, but Rashawn, fucking football player, man. Rashawn's a fucking football player. He's a football player. Bottom line. I'm sorry I'm cussing, but seriously, that's how I feel about Rashawn. Because Rashawn showed so much heart tonight.
We're talking about Rashawn Johnson.
Yeah, Rashawn showed so much heart tonight.
I'm a fan. He's got a little bounce to him, and I even saw a little something in pass pro, which I was very, very impressed by.
The physicality,
second game.
how fluid he's able to run, he's a natural athlete. But overall, even catching the football at times out of the backfield, Rashawn was outstanding, which is enlightening or not enlightening, but encouraging, but also frustrating when you look at Keontae Ingram and just now looking back at it, how much air goes out of the building on that 4th and goal when he drops the football. Perfect play call. I'm
not gonna even bring that up again because you got mad at me.
Well, no, because in the course, because it's football, right? In the course of the game,
I get that. It was a big momentum swing. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, and you don't know what's gonna happen after that.
Right.
But going by the way that the game was going, I mean, you take away those 7 points, it's still
we lose by 7.
Yeah, we lose by 7. We could be going into overtime, and who knows what happens then.
We lost strictly because of Keontae Ingram. I'm not going to go there.
No.
I'm not going to go there. But
in fact,
and I will say this. I will say this. Despite the Ingram drop, despite the next time we got the ball back after the Osai interception, it's the second quarter. We're up 7-3, and we did not answer. LSU answers
every single time.
LSU answers. We're up. No, you're good. We're up 7-3. We're up 7-3. Momentum. Keontae Ingram drop. All that. Because here's the way I look at it. I watch, Marvel movies, MCU. I'm an MCU guy. The way I look at it is, once you start doing the if he had caught this, now we're going down a whole nother timeline, right? Of how the football game then plays out. So you can't do that real time. And I give credit to the Texas coaches for this, because a lot of guys could have put their head down. A lot of guys could have said, you know what, we're done. We lost 2 opportunities. SEC football got the best of us. All that. No, they settled down and said, hey, we lost that snap. Let's go back and get the next one. We lost that down. Let's go back and get the next one. And they answered. But LSU answered back. LSU punched back.
I think we didn't really panic that much, but we did have a couple panic moments, and that's what cost us the game. I mean, a close game like that, you can't do things. You can't, like,
right.
The second, fourth goal, I think we should have kicked the field goal, like we talked about.
I agree.
The blitz on the 3rd and 17, I can't get over that shit. I really can't. I'm really like, I'm quiet about it. I'm not showing that I'm angry or anything like that, but this is the way I show I'm angry. I just become quiet.
I'm angry about it.
I just become
T.O., I love you. But again, I talked about, like, one of the things I'm concerned about. We talked about this on Texas Orange Football with David Lee. Getting cute on the blitzes. Getting cute.
Where was that? Was
3rd and 17.
play?
Yeah, he played.
I didn't really
He
see
played.
that.
He played. Why? Why? Orlando Magic blitz everyone on 3rd and 17. They won't see it coming. My man did the thing. I forgot who I told this to last week. I think it was Michael. You know that scene from The Professional when Gary Oldman says, how many, you know, they ask him, how many people should we bring? And he says, everyone. That's the way Todd Orlando coaches, for better or for worse. I bring everyone on 3rd and 17. Back your guys up, man.
Just line 4 of your defense.
Right. If you want to, there's no reason.
Line.
There's no reason why there shouldn't be more than 4 people coming. And look, LSU, I'm gonna say this to y'all. Y'all talking all this noise, and you should beat your chest and feel proud. Go beat Bama, please.
That was a tough win, you guys.
That was a tough win. But go beat Bama. I don't want to hear all this noise, and then y'all go and lose again. You know, go get it done. Y'all have a great team. Y'all have a squad that can win the SEC for real.
You have an offense now with a depleted linebacker group for Bama that I think you could throw some.
Right. When you look at Bama's, the people that, and Bama ain't playing nobody till A&M anyway. Real shit. So it's like, LSU, go in there and handle your business and get it done, because they have a great. Look, Divinity. I don't agree with the whole suspension situation where they get to pick, but he balled out. He came in here and balled out, even with the cramps. Rashad Lawrence didn't come back. I don't know what the situation is with him. Delpit was Delpit. You saw Grant Delpit first series of the game. His open field. 3rd and 1 on Keontae Ingram. So you already knew what it was with him. You knew what it was with Christian Fulton. You knew what it was with Derek Stingley. You knew what it was. Patrick Queen at times made some plays, right? Jacob Phillips over there. So LSU overall, Tyler Shelvin, being the beast he is, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But Divinity balled out. And at the same token, like, I know I'm kind of trolling with the suspension stuff, but I do want to beat guys best on best. And I know best on best, like, we weren't the better team tonight, but we could have won the game, if that makes sense.
I mean, we
had an opportunity to win. Yeah. There was a path to win, but we're not the better football team as of right now.
So I mean, into our home defeats, good things that happened were when Colin and Devin Duvernay are gone. We know we have some reliable wide receivers, Brandon Ingles and also Jake Smith coming back next year. We know Sam's going to be back next year because he has a lot to work on with his accuracy. But he did make his. I thought he still played very good throughout the game. And
who, Sam?
Sam, yeah. I thought.
Yeah, especially in the second half. I mean, he missed some. I'm a Cowboys fan as well, guys. And anybody that follows the channel know that. And I'm a Dak Prescott fan, right? And it's funny how similar Sam and Dak Prescott can be, where Sam misses some of those bunnies, but then he comes back and makes the unbelievable play and shows that toughness, and he's a warrior. He was a warrior in the second half. And if you told me that I had Texas scoring 30 points today against the almighty LSU defense, right? And we scored 38. Put up 38 points tonight, and
You should win.
and
You
I
scored
thought
38.
if you told me that Sam was going to lead this offense to 38 points, if you told me that we were going to have 38 points after 7 points in the first half,
And we're going to lose.
and yeah, but we never got that one stop.
Yep.
And when you can't get the one stop, when you can't flip, the momentum and flip the situation, then what do you have? Especially because all LSU had the margin in the first half to carry through. So no matter how many times we score, no matter how many times we march down the field, that margin that they built in the first half, which was aided by us.
Oh, the way we handled the clock the last 2 minutes was awful too. Of the first half, where they scored didn't they score 17 straight?
LSU D was gassed. I mean, come on, man. We played well. Give us some LSU fans. You gotta give us some dap. Come on now. I'm not fishing for credit, but shit.
Our offense was good, man.
Yeah, we played well.
You can't say our offense was good when you didn't stop us at all the second half.
Todd Orlando, though, you got as a defensive coordinator again. I will say he's got to take responsibility with the end of the game stuff, the fourth quarter stuff. I will say there's not much he can do if you have bad corners. You can only help so much. At some point, people got to grow up and play football, and you can't babysit people all the time.
Yeah.
At some point, Jalen Green has to make a play. At some point, Kobe Boyce has to do something productive. At some point, Anthony Green has to earn his way onto the field. Anthony Cook. Anthony Cook has to earn his way onto the field. Josh Thompson can't get beat as soon as the ball is snapped. All of your corners.
When the ball snapped, you can't be on his hip right away.
Right away, when you're on the dude's hip,
done.
you're beat.
You're done.
And granted, and I told you, in the middle of the game, I'm like, we don't have anybody to cover Justin Jefferson. We don't have a guy on this football team that can cover him out of the slot, especially when they're running those deep over routes and they're clearing out on the other side. We didn't have a plan. We didn't adjust to that, and it was disappointing.
Yep.
It was disappointing. LSU actually, they had 20 points in the first half, 25 points in the second half. It's I don't know. We're missing boys. Davis was bad.
We're not missing Boyd really that much because Jalen Green was actually in position to make a play. He did the same thing.
He missed time. He missed time to jump on that one ball.
Boyd did that a lot. So I think he's going to be a good player. I think he's long and athletic.
No, Black Goatee. Congrats on the win, man. Congrats on your win. All your LSU guys that came on.
Enjoy downtown, man.
Enjoy it. Enjoy your time in Austin. Look, I told y'all straight up, we lose it, we own it here. We don't do the whole we weren't ready to play. We don't do the whole we weren't physical, whatever bullshit excuse you want to make. We lost. We played hard. We lost. Our guys got beat at home. We own it here. And we try to diagnose and go into why. Why did we lose? How do we get better from here?
I think Ahmad just pulled up.
Where?
I think he just pulled up.
Oh, he did?
He's trying to turn in here.
Oh, okay.
We'll see. Maybe not. Who cares?
Well, if he tell him to pull on that side, we might have to.
Here. Might have to cut this off.
Yeah, we'll have to cut it off. We'll get back to it. I'll get back to it when I get to the house. But guys, we appreciate y'all. Look, Jordan Whittington would have been a factor in this game for sure, just like the way you saw with Jake Smith. But Jordan Whittington doesn't help us on defense, guys.
No.
Jordan Whittington, again, if we had Jordan Whittington and we said we scored 38 points, y'all take it.
Yep.
Am I lying? We scored 38 points with Jordan Whittington, y'all would take it.
It had nothing to do with the offense. The
No.
offense did enough to win
Especially
this game.
once they made their adjustments. Jordan Whittington doesn't help us on 3rd and 17. That 3rd and 17 will be talked about for a very long time on both sides. LSU fans are going to talk about, you remember in Austin when we converted 3rd and 17 and scored a touchdown? And Texas fans
are going to say, fuck you.
It is what it is. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. We're just trying to. I mean, this is raw emotion right now. So you know.
I mean, you can't, like you said, you can't be mad when the team just beat you. I mean, they were better. Hats off. Good thing is that hey, come on.
All right, guys. Well,
horns always up.
Yeah, horns always up. Always up. Always up. We're gonna head out. Love you guys. Appreciate y'all.
Brandon, this is a friend
right there. Right. A real friend came to pick us up. But we appreciate it. Love you guys. Maybe be back live tonight. Who knows? We'll see. Horns always up, guys.
Bye, guys.